Hi, my name is Jennifer Morris. My professor's name is Julie Blair. This is Fundamentals of Public Speaking, and this is going to be a persuasive speech. First of all, I'd like to tell you that you and I are killing the earth that we live in. We're doing that by every gallon of gas that we burn, and we're doing that by every time we leave the TV running in our house. And the thing that I'm talking about, killing the earth, I'm talking about global warming. I'll tell you a little bit here. I'll tell you in a little bit how you can help and what we can do to help stop this. It's very important that we all do our part. I didn't think at first that I could do anything, just little old me could do anything to help save the world. Maybe that's true that I can't save the world by myself. I need help. But every one of us truly make a difference, and I learned that by doing all this research on global warming, so that's awesome. I want to introduce to you, first of all, the greenhouse effect. This is kind of what we're going to go over in this, the greenhouse effect, what it does, what it is, and how we can help make it stop, and some of the effects. The greenhouse effect is actually, we've got the atmosphere and the sun shines heat down onto the surface of the earth, which is where we live. So it shines the heat down, and then the heat bounces up, and when it bounces up and should go out into space, the majority of it should go out into space, it doesn't. And the reason why that it doesn't is because we have these gases that have actually increased by 20% since 1990. And these gases come from a combustion in fossil fuel. Fossil fuel actually is what runs our cars, factories, and it is really used in electrical production. So every bit of that we can save. So these gases raise up and they set in our atmosphere, and they make like a fake glass. So the sun shines the heat down, it bounces up, and it hits this gas that doesn't let the heat escape into space, out of our atmosphere. So what that's doing is causing the world to warm. Now a certain amount of that is normal. It has to be. It has to be, because if it wasn't for that, then we would actually have, our Earth would be 60 degrees cooler than what it is, and wouldn't be able to live on it. This is kind of a picture, a little example. The darker is what it looks like now. This is a normal. You can see this is the sun, this is it radiating up and getting out into space, and this is it not. So I've set that as best I can. Greenhouse gases are made of carbon monoxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Those are the three main contributors. Carbon monoxide is the most. It might be not the most potent, but there's more of that than anything else. So this is what the greenhouse effect is about, and that's why they call it the greenhouse effect. Everyone must get on board with this if they want to see the flowers blooming or the wind blowing. It's probably not going to happen in our lifetime, but it will in our kids' kids'. And I think it's our job as human beings living on this planet to respect the planet that God gave us, and that we take care of it the best we can. So we have been destroying it. It's time for us to get on board and get it back. Get our stuff back together. What can we do to reduce carbon monoxide is we need to buy, smarter cars, we need to buy smarter houses, we need to do these kind of things. Everyone doing their part to decrease carbon monoxide is the most fundamental way of addressing global warming altogether. We need to reduce the gases going up into our atmosphere by 50 to 80%. At one time, global warming was controversial. Now it is absolutely not. There is way more scientists than there was before believing that this is a true risk and something that needs to be done. It's so much that the government has actually created the EPA, which is Environmental Protection Agency. They put a stipulation on how much these factories and things can put these gases into our atmosphere. North America has actually gotten hotter since 1995, hotter in 1995 until now than it has been since 1880. So since the beginning of keeping record time, it's been hotter since 1995 until now. So it's definitely changing. Montana used to have 150 glaciers. Now they only have 25. There used to be 32,000 breeding penguins. Now there's only 11,000. And so it's really affecting, and it is showing. The earth is being affected by it, and we've got to do something to stop it. Our ecosystem is being affected, means flowers are blooming before bugs will be alive to actually pollinate those flowers, different things like that. We're just going to get our ecosystem out of sequence. What can happen if it doesn't change? We're going to have, well, our ecosystem's going to be out of sequence, and we're going to start having more severe weather, more severe tornadoes, hurricanes. The ice is melting and leaving the little polar bears and the penguins out there with nothing to survive with. This is a picture of a hurricane coming up. It's one of the worst ones, I'd say, since 1990. We're going to have huge tornadoes. We're going to have more floods. We're going to have more droughts, which is going to affect the crops and it's just going to affect our life altogether. That is okay. What we can do to stop. I told you that I would tell you what we needed to do to get this come together. We need to be planet friendly. We need to consciously think about that. We need to remember the 3 R's, and the 3 R's is recycle, reuse, and reduce. So we need to reduce. If we can recycle half of the waste that our household brings in, then we can save approximately 2,400 pounds of gases per household that would not go up in our atmosphere that is right now. For every gallon of gas that you save by making your car, make sure that your tires are inflated, make sure that it's driving in its top condition, every gallon of gas that you save will save 20 pounds of gas going into the atmosphere. So we need to hold our plant in our hand, and we need to plant all the trees that we can. We just need to be cautious about what we're doing. We need to buy smarter cars. We need to build smarter houses. We just need to recycle every little bit that we can. Just be, all you have to do is just do your part. Recycle. Be conscious about it. When you go to the store and you're picking something out to buy, be cautious about it. These are my references. I actually got all of this information, a whole bunch of it. I got off of nationalgeographic.com. I got some on ncdcnova.com. I got some on epa.gov, livescience.com. So that's where I got this information at. So I want to give them credit for providing this information to me. I hope you enjoyed my speech, and thank you very, very much. Thank you. Bye.